Hello everyone, welcome to another eating show where today I've got some pizza Lucé. It's not pronounced Lucé, I don't think anyways. We all call it pizza Lucé, but I have had this once on my channel before, long ago when I started doing the mukbangs. This pizza is huge. And there was a reason I got a huge one. It's because I had to in order to get a free appetizer. They had sent out a coupon in the mail, not only for free delivery, which is fantastic. Ooh, got some fresh naps. I couldn't even tell you the last time I used some of those. They have vegan chicken nuggets, but they're really expensive. So I mean, pizza Lucé in general is really expensive, but you know, if I can get these guys for free, I'm so happy. Literally, these are $10.50 for 10 little nuggies. More than $1 a piece. I mean, if you count the sauce, let's call them $1 a piece. So I never buy them, but they're delicious. But to get these for free, usually I feel like this kind of a thing would be excluded from freeness of a coupon, but not this one. But the only caveat, I think that's the word, is that you have to, in order to get this, or whatever appetizer you want, you have to get a large specialty pizza. So while I would rather not order a large pizza, here we go. Mainly I say I don't want to order a large because they're expensive, especially these specialty ones, and especially super specialty is that this is a baked potato pizza. I don't think I've ever tried one of those before. And they also have meat from the herbivorous butcher. That is I don't know, maybe they have more shops elsewhere, but in Minneapolis here, they make some of the best vegan meats. They're so good. They're very expensive, but they taste very good, and pizza Lucé partners with them, works with them. I don't know what you want to call it, but you can get that as a substitute. So I've got vegan bacon on here. I'm trying to think. Everything that's on this is, there's potatoes with the garlicky butter sauce, cheddar cheese, another cheese, tomato, broccoli, and normally it's regular bacon, but then you can get it with their vegan bacon. So wipe that lipstick away. It was gloss, but I don't think eating pizza with lip gloss on is a very smart idea. But cheers, my friends. Happy eating show. And also, apologies, friends. Maybe I'll save that piece. This one looks like it'll have a little bit of everything on it, so I can get like a true bite. I also asked them specifically to cut this in squares because triangles with this big of a pizza, I don't know, I just thought squares would be easier, but okay. It's different, but I like it. It also comes with a side of sour cream, which I could see tasting very good with this. It's very potato-y tasting. Who would have thunk? It's really good though. Definitely different and not pizza-y at all. I think the only element of pizza that this has is that it's all on a crust. But, I like it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Wow, what a good eating show, Cassie. So interesting. Listen. Everyone always asks where I got this monstrosity from. I got this years and years ago from Walmart. This says 2013 on it. It's from, I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce this, but www.COOLEARINC.com. I thought this was called like Cool Gear, but that did not just spell out Cool Gear, right? Unless I'm going crazy. It's possible. But Tasting so good. I was having problems deciding if I wanted like pizza. But in the end, I think I made the right call. Good choice, self. You did it. I think the only reason that I'm a little less chatty feeling than usual is that I just got done filming a video. Maybe not my brightest choice, maybe not my finest moment, but it is what it is. I feel bad. I'm honestly not sure. It's all gonna be very dependent on when, because I got some sponsorships, some partnerships, whatever, come through. And I mean, it's in the long run, it's my fault that my videos have been messed up this week and that I'm not posting as much. I'm certainly not posting on my normal days, and I don't think gonna be posting as much as usual, which kills me. I hope it doesn't kill y'all, but it was poor planning on my part. I take full responsibility, but it's purely because you have to wait for approval when a video is sponsored. You know, that's like part of the payment that they want, is that they get say on whether or not they approve of your video. I mean, it's partially so that they can make sure that you're talking correctly about their company or their product. I mean, I think that's the main reasons. Because for me, I always tell them, you know, I have to be able to be 100% honest about your product. So if they say, oh, can you take out that part about you not liking this aspect of the product? I'd be like, no. Like, I'm not gonna lie to my viewers. But usually, yeah. I think, yeah, people always ask me if there's ever been times like that where a company asks me to edit out. I don't think a company ever has. Usually when I do a sponsorship, I get approval after the first edit. But I think it's the only time they've asked me, I think maybe 1 or 2 times they've asked me to like cut a little bit out at the beginning of the video so that I can get to the sponsored portion quicker. But aside from that, I think the only time they've asked me to take something out because it like wasn't on brand. I won't say who, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it was for a clothing company. I haven't worked with them in years, but there was a part of the video I was doing the try-on portion, and I thought it was really funny. Galileo was in the background and you could see him jumping and attack. There was like a fly going by and Galileo was just like, rah, you know, cat attack. And I thought that was really funny. So like, you know, I had that portion of me talking, and then I did like a slowed down close up of him in the background, just briefly being like, rah. And they were like, you need to take that out. The fact that there's a fly in your living space makes it look like our clothing is dirty. Like, I really don't think anyone would have made that connection. Like, the fly was not from your clothes. Like, I don't think anyone thought that, but okay. Yeah, I think that's the only time that that's ever happened, but. I'm digging that. I mean, I think it's partially because I love potatoes, but I like it. I like it. I'm excited for these middle pieces where it's a little more topping rather than crust, but But yeah, so like I was saying, my content uploading has been poop, and I feel bad about it. because I take pride in being loyal and trustworthy and all that. And I just feel like I have failed miserably because I didn't get the content out for approval quick enough. So it's just taking longer. Because then they usually take like 48 hours to get back to you. And it's like, can you just watch my 15 to 20 minute long video? I know it might not be your taste, but like, it's only 20 minutes out of your day to say yes or no. I would like to think my videos are somewhat entertaining, so it won't be completely awful. But to take 2 days for that, I mean, that's me being totally selfish. I'm like, do you have anything else to do? Probably. You're like in a business, but... Totally different experience with that middle piece. I wish they would have brought all the toppings all the way to the outside. 'Cause that's really good. With the added tomato and stuff. Flavor. It was way too big of a bite, I'm sorry. Once again, my fault. But, and I've got a feeling leftovers will be good. So yay, that's at least, depending on hunger and what else I ate that day, I've got 3 to 4 more meals probably. Yay! But now, I gotta have a couple of these nuggies too. Because I mean, doesn't that kind of make sense? Chicken wings with like potato skins. That was my thought with this combo anyways. I ordered it with buffalo sauce and blue cheese. I am a wimp when it comes to spices, so pardon me while I use like the smallest amount of buffalo sauce you've probably ever seen. But listen, that's just what I can handle. But it's so good. It just reminds me of being a kid. It didn't happen often because my mom and dad planned out, because they divorced when I was a year old. So like the way that they did it, they had 50-50 custody of me and my brother. And instead of doing like 1 week with this parent and then another week with this parent and then back and forth that way, you know, everyone does it differently. Divorced households, or some people will just do every 2 days, or some people will do, you have the kids on the weekdays and I have them on the weekends, or you have the kids most of the time but I have them every other weekend and holidays, like whatever. But my mom and dad did it more, it was kind of sporadic. It was like my mom had a thing every Monday in the evenings, and my dad had a thing every Thursday in the evenings. So Thursdays were almost always with my mom, Mondays once again almost always with my dad, and then in between there it was every other weekend. So weekend with my mom, then a weekend with my dad, weekend with my mom, then a weekend with my dad, which usually consisted of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but sometimes it was just Saturday, Sunday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday were a toss-up. I mean, it made sense to me. It was usually every 2 to 3 days we were going back and forth. And, but every now and then, you know, a scheduling conflict would come up. You know, maybe my mom had to go out of town for business, and so my dad would have to take us on a Thursday. And the thing that he always did, he was in like pool league, so not like swimming pool, but billiards. And so when we would sometimes have to go with him, it was always fun. And it was usually, you know, at a, not necessarily a bar, because obviously little kids were let in or allowed in to be there, but he would play and just order us food or whatever, and loaded potato skins and chicken wings. I don't know. Reminds me of that. Was that like the best story you've ever heard? To this day, my dad still plays. I think he's good. I myself am decent at pool. I really don't play often. But for a short girl, I do surprisingly well. Sometimes I have to do quite an awkward bend over and reach over and splaying myself across the pool table to get my reach in, but you make it work. And I know they have like cue extenders and whatnot, but I don't know. I just think it's more fun to be able to like splay myself out on the pool table. So sue me. What a nice little meal. I am perfectly satisfied. I hope you guys are too. I feel like my past few mukbangs have been on the longer side. This one's a little shorter, but hopefully it was still enjoyable. Let me know in the comments down below if you ate with me. What did you eat? What is your favorite thing to get from Pizza Lucé? If you have Pizza, I almost called it Pizza Lucé. But just tell me things down below. I love hearing from you guys. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful to have someone to eat with, whatever the case may be, by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? I probably have stuff in my teeth, but you can go ahead and subscribe. Tippity tap the notification bell and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, stay well until then. Bye!